Hi there. Today we're doing a quick tutorial over Zoom and how to set up your, settings before you actually start your meeting. Now, an important thing about Zoom is that while you're actually in a meeting with students or with coworkers, anything that you want to do or implement, it can't be changed during the meeting, only before. So keep that in mind. So that way you're not caught in a weird situation where you forgot to turn on breakout rooms or you forgot to turn off chat. These are ways that we can do before the meeting. So today we're going to see your meetings. We're going to schedule a new one. So when you're trying to schedule a new meeting, you can make this repetitive. You can put this is going to be your class Zoom for your students, right? For the upcoming fall semester. When and how long does it last? The time zone, if this is reoccurring. If it's something daily, only once a week, or no fixed time. And here are all the things that you can change. Again, this can always be changed or altered after if something changes. The passcode is here. You can change it to something a little bit more friendly, like Prado 101 or your last name or something only the kids will know, like an inside joke. That'd be really funny. Here in waiting room is where you can leave instructions. So the students, while they're waiting to come in, you can leave instructions for them. Please while you're waiting for Miss Prado, please wait for her by getting a paper, pencil, your headphones, whatever instructions that you want. Do you want your video on and a participant's video on? What kind of audio? And the meeting options. This one I would like to recommend that if you're having, especially if you're departmentalized and you're having students that are already going to be into math, and then your partner's going to be teaching science, and then you guys can switch, So this is something that you can create beforehand, and you can do. This is going to be, for example, Prado is my name, and then another one that says Casita. Right. And so then in this one, I can go ahead and start adding by email if I have a student's email, if they signed up for that. If not, just having at least the rooms there ready to go. So that way, whenever it's time, you can have the students join. Request permission, record automatically. If this is something that you always forget to do, you can click that on. And I'm going to press cancel my situation. And you should see it here. And for example, mine are the summer school. So here are the meetings for that. And it's reoccurring only Monday through Friday, see? And it ends on a particular date. So that's pretty cool. Here we're going to the meeting. So this is settings now. And in the waiting room, you can place them in there. You can turn it on or off. Do you require a passcode? Do you want your link to have the passcode embedded? Only authenticated users. This means that the students would have to create an account with their Google before they can even sign into a Zoom. This would be great, especially if you're trying to do attendance or you're trying to give a name for users to sign into Zoom. If you want to take attendance or if you want to keep a record of students that are participating or not, it would be a better option instead of just joining in through a random number or by the browser. If they were actually having to log in with their Google accounts, this could actually be a time saver. But there is a disadvantage of having to make sure that everybody knows how to sign up. So you have to take that into account. Host video, participants video. Do you want them on or off again? And all these settings will be changed for all the meetings from here on out. So this is like a template type of situation where if you do it if you mess with the settings here, then it'll be reflective of all the meetings you have in Zoom on the future. Personally, I like to mute students on entry. They can unmute themselves if needed. Chats. So this is great. Allow meeting participants to send a message visible to all. Yes, we do want that. But do I want them to prevent them from saving it? I could check that. I usually turn it off when I'm teaching with students. I do not want them to do a private chat. Autosave. This is something that you can click on. Automatically save all in meeting chat, so hosts do not need to. So I turn it on because that's how we take attendance. The kids just type their name in, and I just go ahead and turn that on. I usually place notifications so that way if somebody's joined late, I can go ahead and accept them. Do I want to send files through the meeting chat? I usually put yes. I usually turn these off. The Zoom for the students, they don't have to complete that. Do I want my toolbar? Yes. Do I want to show my windows? Yes. Like this is going to show your desktop or your background. I usually turn that on. Do I want screen sharing? Yes. I usually do like my students to share their screen. I can turn that off while I'm in the meeting, but I like at least having the options because sometimes students have issues logging in or you need a little bit more assistance. Can some more than one person share it? Yes. I turn it on here just to give me the option, but I can definitely turn that on after. Again, you can turn that off for some students that are misbehaving. Annotation, this is very important. So let's say you have a white PDF that you're working on and you want students to actually write on it with you. You can go ahead and turn this on. Now, while you're actually in the Zoom, if students are acting, are acting a fool, as we say, and they're trying to write all over and you don't know what it is, you can actually turn that off during the meeting. A whiteboard, very important, turn it on. Remote control. So you can actually control what other students are doing on their screen only if they're using a laptop. If they have a tablet or phone, you cannot remote control their computer, right? Their screen. But with this, as long as the student's using a laptop or a Chromebook, you can actually help, click buttons for them or whatever they need to do. I definitely like this option when I have students that have tech troubles. Non-verbal feedback, I turn that on. That's like clapping, smiling. The students can send an emoji, a thumbs up, especially if they're on mute. Of course, you can see all these right here and report to participants. Again, here's that breakout room. You want that on. And you want the host to assign participants. Yes, I do. Closed captioning, virtual background, very great. Super interactive if you want students to do so. Here I have a bunch of other settings, just mainly for email. But of course, this is up to you. And whenever I'm switching between windows, can I have it blur sensitive information? Yes, I like that. And yeah, so go ahead and play with your settings. Again, I have the license account. If you have Pro, you'll actually have the polling and the co-host feature. But since I have the license, you won't see that on mine. But if you if you check here and you say Pro, your district gave you that, then you're actually able to do even more features. Here is what we say a personal meeting room. This is kind of like your phone number, right? This is something that, let's say somebody wanted a really quick meeting, you can just go ahead and give them your number, quote unquote, which would be this number, and then just start it, and it should be automatic. It's like a personal phone call, no? For those really quick impromptu meetings. So we're going to go ahead and pause there and actually open up a Zoom.